Hello, my darling. I hope you're having a beautiful day today, a beautiful, blessed day today. The sun is shining in Gloucester. It's the first day that I went out without my jacket for a little while, so I was happy about that. But we're going to talk about a past life tale. Sarah as the first blue-eyed being in her tribe. It's a good one. It's a good one. So please grab some coffee or tea or water if you're keen, and join me. We're gonna chat. I already have a video on my past life in Atlantis and my past life in Lemuria. So if you are interested in either of those videos, please, I'll put the links in YouTube, so you can watch that there. I'll put the links below. But today we were talking about Sarah as the first blue-eyed in her tribe. And in this view, it's an ancient world. Like, I don't want to say I don't know what continent it's on. I don't know where it is. It's just ancient beings. So I don't want to say like, oh, this was a Native American Sarah, or, this, like, I have absolutely no idea. I just knew that the tribe was, everybody had brown eyes. Everybody had brown eyes and brown hair. Everybody. And there's the next past life tale that I talk about. So my desk is actually my massage table. So sometimes I perch. I like to perch like a little bird sometimes. So that's why, like, it's my table. I'm sitting on it. But so everyone in the tribe, or everyone, as far as the lineage, they could tell. As far as the lineage could tell. And I was super young when I was like actually like shunned. I want to say 4 years old, where my parents were like, no, we're done. I think they tried to like Rudolph me a little bit in some capacity. I don't know what that meant. But all I know is that by like 4, okay. So in this tribe, everyone had dark hair, dark eyes, dark features, dark everything. And when I was born, I just had these bright, glacial blue eyes. And like literally the only one in not in my family, in the tribe of like all the people, all of the living beings, I had blue eyes. I had blue eyes. I believe I was a very shamanic being, because they tried to hide everything for a while. And I don't know much about what happened. I just knew they literally something happened. Somebody saw me. Someone big in the village, in the tribe, like one of the leaders saw me and was like, not get rid of her, but like I was shaming the whole family line by existing. I just was born, I had blue eyes. That's why I took my glasses off, because my eyes are very blue today. A dear soul sister of mine that I have past lives in Egypt with, she took a picture of my eyes the other day. She's like, they're so blue. And they haven't really changed color like that in a while, or at least not that I've been cognizant of. If you ever see in any of my videos if my eyes have changed color at the beginning to the end, just please comment below and let me know. But yeah, so I was in the tribe, or up until 4, I was in my family, and they had tried to just like hide me. Maybe I didn't leave the house very often. Even as I'm talking about these past lives to you, and I say past lives as multidimensional. There's no past, present, and future. Everything is happening all at the same time. So when I get into a storytelling vibration of talking about all these past lives, or all these different lives, it's like the can line of Sarah's goes like zoop, zoop, and I just get like all these different versions of lives that I've lived, or maybe you're fractals of them. I have no idea. Because sometimes they're just like blips. So as I said the reason I said this is like, as I said, I don't think that I left the house or left like the tent, left until 4 when they kicked me out. And when I said that, a past life that I had, I was like a little Jewish girl that had run away. I was like being kept in someone's attic, and I was being kept in someone's attic, and everybody hated me. I don't want to say that, but everyone was like, "Are you fucking kidding?" I'd wake up every morning and be like, "Hey everyone, how are we doing? I've moved the rocks that were over here in this corner to this little space over here, and I hope you're having a really beautiful day today in our perfect little hideaway. We're alive." And everyone was like, "Yeah, I know. We've been in here hiding for being Jewish for a while." And I'm like, "I know, we're safe. Isn't it great?" So it's like, I just saw that like tiny little blip of like, I didn't leave the house, and then everyone was like, "Well, okay, well, this is like," sometimes when I tell people, like, sometimes I piss people off by existing, and they're like, "What do you talk?" I'm like, yeah, sometimes people can't handle, like, the world's on fire. This is how empires end. The whole thing's going down. Sometimes people don't want that. That brazen violinist on the side of the Titanic. Just, so, blue-eyed girl. So I was kicked out, and I'm 4, and I'm wandering around. Like, I went into the woods, and I found a few teachers. There were 2 teachers, because I was very magical. Like, I was so magical that even at 4, when they shunned me, I was like, okay, I already know in my brain how to like survive and stuff, so I guess I'm just on my own now. And I was like 4, and I just was like making a tent or just like killing an animal like effortlessly. And 2 teachers, I believe they were brother and sister. Actually, this is literally all like this, like portions of this I've known for a while. I wouldn't have like come in and being like, I don't know this past life. So I've known of the 2 teachers. And I know they share the same, in this present time and space, they share the same birthday. They don't know each other, but they've been 2 teachers of mine. So in that past life, I believe that they were twins, brother and sister, or they were a like magical, like, not like a conjoined, but it was like they had a magical bond where they had to stay together, kind of like the 3 sisters and the Eye, with like they have the orb and they're all blind and they have that. So it's like they needed to be together in some capacity, or they just were too powerful to function in society, or too different, or too something. I don't know, but they found me, and they were much older teachers, much older shamanic teachers, and they had no desire to teach again. They had no desire to integrate back into society again. They were just like, we are fine in the woods by ourselves. Maybe they had been shunned. Maybe there were some traumas in there. I have absolutely no idea. But they saw me, and the image that I'm getting right now is like in Home Alone, when they're like sleeping outside the house and they see Macaulay like cutting down the top of the tree by himself, and they're like, we're getting scammed by a kindergartner. So they see me doing something similar to that, whether it's like spearing an animal, like a full animal myself and tending to it, or field dressing it, whatever it may be. They're seeing this child do something that's like, you're like us. You're like us. Maybe I levitate, maybe I fly, maybe I do something, but my eyes are literally like as big as my glasses. That's like how bright the eyes were. And so they don't like adopt me. They teach me. They take me under their wing, respectively. Like they each teach me certain things. And it's all playing out right now as I'm seeing this, because like they teach me, and basically I see there's a celebration in the main tribe that I've seen before where I am doing like a very specific shamanic dance, but it's a healing, but it's also like a storytelling something or other. I don't really know what it fully is, but I'm doing that in celebration of we won a battle, or there was an intruder, somebody was coming for the village, something was happening to the village, and me and my two teachers helped. We did something. And it's almost like for these two older teachers, because there's something for my age, I'm about to be 36, and everything that like my awakening was later, and you know, like all of my gifts, all the things, it's always been like weird timing. So in this one, I'm doing like this dance in the center. There's a fire in the center, and it's after, not like a battle. Like the battle's the wrong word, but it was like after, yeah, they were trying to storm the village, and we protected them. That was it. And we protected them with magic in a way that scared the intruders enough that they never came back. And I end up seeing my family, my birth family, and they express gratitude, but they never really, not like they don't accept me back. It just isn't that life anymore. Like I'm like 5 and I'm like an adult. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm good, thank you. It's not like they don't welcome me back. It's not like I don't ask to come back. It's just that we acknowledge like, hey, everything is the way that it is meant to be, and you are with the people that are like you and that can take care of you and understand you and honor your gifts and your light. And it's not that you weren't worthy of love. You know, I had siblings, things like that, but I needed to leave. Because at the end of the day, if I hadn't had left, the intruder would have come and nobody would have protected the village. There wouldn't have been anyone who knew the woo-woo that I knew. And there's something very special to dance and to eyes. That's one of the past lives. There's an ant on my phone. I wish you would go across the camera YouTube thing. It's like on the top I'm living right now. I would, it's literally on the screen. It's on the screen. Okay. So we'll look into ant magic. I've actually looked into ant magic a little bit. It's right here. And it's about community, and you know, the ant, one little ant can seem so insignificant, but so many ants change the world. So even if you, my dear, have had a dream of, oh my God, I had a dream about me as this, you know, I was doing this, or I was this, or I was this, or I was this. Like, what does that mean? You know, sometimes it doesn't have to mean anything. Sometimes it just is. And if you start to look at yourself, you know, multidimensionality can be very tricky when you first are wrapping your head around everything happening at the same time in the same place. That's a lot. But it's kind of like the facets of a diamond, or like a kaleidoscope, or the view that a fly has, where there's all these little fractals, all these little facets, all these little views, these tiny little screens, like a disco ball, if you will. Sometimes that's just like a little blip. Sometimes that's just like, oh, that happened. Oh, that's a message. Oh, that's a thing. And you didn't have to, you know, live the entire lifetime to learn the lesson. You could just see like that little view, that tiny little like box of it. Yeah. Like the past life of me hiding in an attic. That's the only view of that lifetime that I've ever had, It's just being up in that attic. There's a few other people there. We just happened to be safe at the same place at the same time. And I just, no matter what room I'm in, I'd be like, good? Are we good? Does this belong here? I think this should this go here? Can I touch your sweater? Oh my goodness, what's going on over there? What did you dream about? What are you most grateful for today? Like, that doesn't end. That doesn't end. So, thank you for joining me on my past life tale. What should the next one be? What should the next one be? There was another, actually, like, there was another one that had to do with my eyes, very, very woo-woo. There was one where, like a bunch where I was killed. I have an Illuminati one. Yeah, some really, really interesting ones. I'm trying to think. There was one that came through the other day. I'll have to go back and watch some videos. But if anyone has a question on past lives, or if you have a past life that you'd like to share here, please comment below. I'd love to hear about what you experience when you're dreaming, or how you access your multidimensionality and what you're experiencing, what you're going through. I appreciate you. Have a beautiful, blessed day today.